I recently started subscribing to Emeek77's videos. Now, for someone who does not actually use OS 10, that'll seem like a really weird subscription. And I'll tell you why I actually subscribe to it. Because I'm a Linux and sometimes Windows user. I subscribe to Emeek's videos out of entertainment, and personally I also subscribe to them out of the fact that it's not the fact that he's bashing Windows users and saying Windows sucks. He's bashing the stupidity of the user, or the stupidity of the drone Windows user fanboy, and showing that, hey, my alternative does just what yours does, and sometimes better, and most of the time better. Because everything that can be done on one operating system is done some different way, some better way, to somebody else on a different operating system. This is the problem with Windows drones. You don't explore, you don't seek alternatives. Okay, this is what Microsoft wants, so this is what I'll do. For example, have you ever found it really annoying in Windows where, without having to Regedit things, Microsoft so politely, restarts your computer after an update. Real, thanks after, you're trying to, upload a video to, say, YouTube, and, you're told, oh, hey, look, sorry, you gotta restart. Or you download a program that shouldn't even need to restart your computer, but it needs to restart your computer. Or Windows updates will download, or, take your pick. The only way to get rid of that is Regedit. And to all of you who, oh, well, that's no big deal. Regedit is the equivalent of a CLI in Linux. So, next time I hear some Windows user, for the love of God, say that, oh, if I have to use CLI, then I'm not going to, switch. How many users actually have Regedited Windows to make it behave the way they want it to, as opposed to the way Microsoft wants it to? This is my gripe with any OS user. Shut the fuck up and don't claim knowledge in topics you don't have knowledge in. For example, I do not claim to know a whole hell of a lot about Macs or OS X. I know core basic functions, that's it. Windows, I've used Windows for way too damn long, so unfortunately I have to learn the ins and outs and nuances of that operating system. Linux, I've slowly started to migrate to from Windows because of being fed up with Windows. So I am learning the nuances of Linux through a CLI while still using a GUI. I can tell you one thing, having used all three, some more than others, that Windows users, you're drones. People who use nothing but Windows but claim to be a power user / geek, you're not really a geek. You're not really a power user. You're just someone who has used that operating system for so long that you know the ins and outs of it. Same goes for the Windows users, same goes, the Linux users or the Mac OS X users. Same diff. However, the things that set, say, a OS X geek apart or a Linux geek apart from a Windows power user is they usually tend to try alternatives. They try different technology. They don't go out and say, oh, well, I have to spend, blah, blah amount on Photoshop. How much Photoshop runs for now? When actually you might be able to, get the same functionality out of GIMP as opposed to, Photoshop. Or maybe you have to feel you have to go and buy a program like, or say a program like Windows Media Player doesn't work. Oh, okay, maybe I have to go buy the software. Or maybe you should try downloading VLC. Yeah. Just a thought. There are so many things that Windows users don't get. It's funny. There is a real difference between a power user that is a geek and a power user that is a drone. So, my question is to Windows users, what are you? Are you a power user that is a geek that knows the other operating systems and some of the quirks and whatnot of those operating systems? Or are you a dumbass like the moron that Amy tore apart fact by fact and showed fact by fact what is wrong with Windows users and Windows drones? Just the way I see it.